like you to make yourself comfortable in a seated position and to take a couple of deep breaths in and out whilst you allow yourself to relax. And I'd like you to briefly bring forward the memory that you're going to work on and notice how that makes you feel. Now rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 feeling okay and 10 feeling extremely upset. Now you can put that memory to the back of your mind, and I'd like you to rest your hands with your palms facing upwards, your fingers relaxed and slightly apart. This signals to your subconscious that you feel safe. As you listen, you can allow your eyes to close and begin to focus on your breath. Allow yourself to breathe in a comfortable rhythm, and whilst you breathe in and out, you can feel that every part of your body begin to relax. First, focusing your attention on your head. Notice what sensations you may be able to feel. Then bring your attention to your face, your ears, and to your neck. Allow your neck muscles to relax and feel the relaxation flowing down to your shoulders, arms, and fingertips. Allow that calm feeling to flow through your chest and back and down into your abdomen. Observe the relaxation of your mind and body as it flows through your legs, releasing any tension. And as it reaches your feet, you can get a sense of walking along a sandy beach. It is a beach where you feel peaceful, safe, and secure. It's a beach just for you. A beach where only tranquility exists. And with each step you take, you can find yourself becoming deeper and deeper into deep relaxation. As you walk along the beach, you can notice the colour of the sand and the way it feels between your toes and beneath your feet. Notice what you can see, what you can hear and feel as you walk deeper and deeper. Becoming more relaxed with each step, you can notice if you're right at the water's edge, and if the waves are splashing over your toes and around your ankles, or if you're just near the edge on the dry sand. You can notice if the sky has any clouds, if the sun is shining, if you can see the sun sparkling on the surface of the waves. You can notice the sound of the waves, and if they are big or small, if they are rough or gentle, or maybe they are rolling fast towards you in lots of small waves. As you allow relaxation to continue to spread through your mind and body, maybe you can smell and taste the salty sea air, and maybe you can feel the heat of the sun on your back, legs, and arms. sun is shining on your face, and you close your eyes as you soak up the warmth on your cheeks. As you relax even deeper, you may be feeling a heaviness in your body. Allow the heaviness to help you feel really relaxed. And notice if you can feel a sea breeze as you continue walking along the beach. Maybe it is very light and it just tickles your face and neck. Now you have walked so far along the shore that you have reached some caves. As you reach the nearest cave, you see in the very entrance is the most comfortable looking chair. Filling the seat is a huge cushion that looks so inviting. You walk over and sit in it. And as you do, you sink down into the cushion, which feels like it's giving you the biggest, coziest, full body hug ever. You can immediately feel incredibly relaxed and sink further down into this chair. You then notice a remote control with on, off, play, pause, stop, fast forward and rewind buttons. There's also a sign which says, "Watch old movies in the clouds here." You look up at the sky and see a small fluffy white cloud in the distance. And in a minute, whilst you continue to relax deeper and deeper with each breath you take, an old movie will appear in that fluffy white cloud. It will be an old movie of what happened a long time ago. It will begin at a happy memory from before the unpleasant experience began and end with a happy memory after the unpleasant memory happened. It will play in fast forward for only a few seconds. The picture will be in black and white, and it will be a bit blurry and fluffy like the clouds and not perfectly clear. The definition and contrast won't be strong. And so now, I'd like you to imagine you're drifting up and out of your really relaxed body that's sitting in that really comfortable chair, and to drift and float across the beach a little way to in front of you where there's a sandcastle. As you float down into the middle of the sandcastle, you can turn and face the you sitting over there in that chair. And so you can now see the you over there in that comfy chair with the remote in your hand, and the movie screen in the distant sky is still a blank white cloud. You can't see the clouds from where you're sitting because they're behind you. You can only see that you over there in the really comfy chair. And so when I say now, you will see yourself press fast forward, and that movie will quickly flash through the mind of that you in the chair for about 5 or 6 seconds, beginning in the happy memory before the experience began and ending with a later happy memory. And so now, watch yourself press fast forward and watch yourself see the movie from the happy beginning to the happy end. It will only take a few seconds. And so now the movie is paused. Well done. And now you can imagine yourself drifting and floating from where you are in the middle of the sandcastle into the you that's in the screen in the clouds, high up in the distant sky. And in a moment, when I say now, I want you to rewind all the way back to the first happy memory. Seeing, hearing, and feeling everything that happened, but in reverse. It'll only last a few seconds. You will imagine yourself moving in reverse, seeing everything you saw and everything you felt in reverse and fast. You will rewind the memory. And so now, rewind really, really fast all the way back to the beginning of the movie. That's it. You're back in the safe, happy memory. And now you can get a sense of drifting and floating out of the screen and the fluffy white cloud, and feel yourself sink back into that really comfy chair. And in a moment, when I say now, I'd like you to watch in fast forward that really old movie far off in the distance. It will only take about 3 or 4 seconds. And so do that now, really, really fast. See the movie in fast forward all the way to the happy end. You're doing really well. And now I'd like you to imagine you're floating and drifting back into the you that's in the old movie screen in the fluffy white clouds. And in a moment, when I say now, you're going to rewind really fast, seeing, hearing, and feeling everything that happened, but in reverse, back through the old movie to the safe, happy beginning. And so now rewind really fast to the beginning. Well done. And now you can just get a sense of drifting and floating out of the screen in the fluffy white clouds, and feel yourself sinking back into the you that's in the really comfy chair. And in a moment, when I say now, I'd like you to watch in fast forward that really old movie far off in the distance. It will only take about 2 or 3 seconds. And so do that now, really, really fast. See the movie and fast forward to the happy end. And now, I'd like you to imagine you're floating and drifting back into the you in the old movie screen in the fluffy white clouds. And in a moment, when I say now, you're going to rewind really fast, seeing, hearing, and feeling everything that happened, but in reverse. And so, now rewind really fast back to the beginning. Well done. And now, just get a sense of drifting and floating out of the screen in the fluffy white cloud, and feel yourself sink back into that really comfy chair. And in a moment, when I say now, I'd like you to watch in fast forward that really old movie far off in the distance. It will only take about 1 or 2 seconds. And so do that now, really, really fast. See the movie and fast forward back to the happy end. Well done. And now, I'd like you to imagine for the last time that you're floating and drifting back into the you and the old movie screen in the fluffy white clouds. And in a moment, when I say now, you're going to rewind really fast, seeing, hearing and feeling everything that happened, but in reverse, and it will only take about a second or two. And so now rewind really fast all the way back to the beginning. Well done. And now you can imagine yourself floating out of the screen in the sky and back into the comfy chair. As you look back up to the fluffy cloud in the distant sky, you press the off button on the remote and see the fluffy cloud change shape into a beautiful white horse, which then turns to face away from you and gallops off far away into the sky, becoming a tiny dot in the distance, and then it's completely gone, out of sight, forever. And now, I'd like you to think of something you feel grateful for, something that makes you feel really good. And imagine it like a big picture on a TV screen. Make the picture really big. Make it the size of a movie theatre. Make it bright, really, really bright, and make it even bigger, as bright and big as you possibly can. And notice how that makes you feel. And you can notice where this new wonderful feeling is within your body. Where can you feel it? Where does it feel warm, glowing, and happy? When you've found it, you can notice that there's a colour connected to it. You may not see the colour, but the colour will come to mind. And so now you can surround and fill your body with this feeling and this colour. You can breathe it through your entire body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, over and over again, as many times as you like. Notice what happens, notice how you feel, and just keep filling yourself with this wonderful feeling. And notice if you have any anxiety or tension in any areas of your body. And then notice what happens when you breathe that wonderful energy and colour through those areas of anxiety or tension. Continue to breathe this wonderful feeling throughout your entire body. And when you know it's locked in, it's so strong, so permanent, it's impossible to turn off. This wonderful feeling will stay with you at all times. Whenever you want to notice this wonderful feeling, you can close your eyes, look inside with your inner eyes, and see and feel ready, taking as much time as you need, you can open your eyes.